Welcome to Two Awesome People, Dawn. I'm one of them.
I'm the other.
Oh my gosh, we're both here. Just like the title says.
Two awesome people at your service. Let's go. We're going to throw a big thanks out to some of our solid listeners.
Okay. Who are you throwing a big thanks to, Dawn?
Big thanks to Brady.
Oh,
Yep.
hi, Brady.
Hi, Brady. Thank you for listening. Laura and Barbara.
Oh, wow. Hi, everybody.
We just wanted to say thank you for listening. It means a lot to us.
All right.
She's very thankful. Follow us on TikTok, YouTube, and Apple Podcasts, or wherever you're listening to your podcast.
Yeah. If you feel so inclined to tell us how awesome we really are, go ahead and review us on Apple Podcasts, or did you say Spotify?
I didn't, but yes,
Oh,
Spotify.
okay. Review us anywhere. We'll take a Yelp review. It doesn't matter.
Type in Two Awesome People Yelp, and there
Yeah.
we are.
Just email it to somebody. I don't care. Just put it in words. Thanks for tuning in. Two awesome people.
Me and her. Today on our podcast, we are going to talk about connecting with your teenager because we have a 13-year-old and everybody always focuses on like when your baby's born. But when they get into puberty, it's less focused on. And so we really wanted to talk about how we connect with ours, what we could do better, what you could do, even if you have a new baby or no baby at all. You may have a niece or a nephew that's a teenager, or your baby will soon be a teenager. Happens fast.
All true things.
There's teenagers in the world.
Parenting stuff is all about bonding with your baby and becoming close with your baby. But babies become big, gross teenagers, and you have to bond with them too. It's equally important as the baby part. So we'll talk about that today.
You have to bond with your big, gross man child who doesn't know how to talk or move.
Our teenager is a boy, so we're going at it from the teen boy. I think it's a whole other can of worms with a teen girl. Any girl mom, sorry, this might not be for you, but we'll see. Give us a listen anyways.
This is for the boy moms.
Yeah. But first, Dawn.
Oh, that's the right way.
First, we are going to talk about some slang term that those crazy kids are using that we don't know what it means. And then once we know what it means, we can use it and make it less cool. Because that's ultimately what would happen.
Our butt first section, making slang uncool.
What do you want to bring us butt first on?
Today, our slang term is I know ball.
I know ball? I've never heard that term before. Is it good to know ball?
I know ball parenting.
Okay, so you don't know ball about, you just know ball.
I guess you could know about, but usually it's
you
used.
are clear on that.
I'm never clear on these.
I'm guessing it means that you know a lot about
Yes.
it. Okay.
That is what it is. You have a deep knowledge. The opposite is you don't know ball, which is YDKB. You don't know ball.
Okay. Is it really used to say I know ball about something?
Yeah.
Oh.
You could be like parenting. I know ball.
Oh, so you don't say about.
No.
Okay, so to make this properly uncool, you should say, I know ball about this. And then those crazy youth will look at you like you've lost your mind.
It mostly came from basketball.
Playing ball.
Yes, playing ball.
Got it.
But it's now spread to just any skill you have.
That seems like it's mostly like a sports term, but it's leaked out into social media.
And now it's just used in terms of like, you could say something like.
What can you say, Dawn? I see you reaching. What do you have?
Well, I know ball lawn care.
So, but I thought that you. That was such a dad way of using it, Dawn.
Yes.
That's like,
I know ball lawn care.
I know ball paying taxes. Like, what are you
You're
doing?
really good at paying taxes.
But I thought that you said you do it the other way. So you would say lawn care, I know ball.
I think you can do either. It seems like it's started at least on TikTok where you don't know. So people start by saying something where like, I walk in a room and people say, you don't know ball about hairstyle. And then it's like,
Uh-huh.
but I know ball about hair.
Got it. Wow. That's what you learned on TikTok?
Well, welcome to Gen Z. I know
And then
ball.
you take it a step further and say lawn care. That's real hip. You're with it, dude. Way to go.
That's why I said this episode, it's perfect. I know ball teenagers.
Are you confident in saying that?
Well, teenage boys, yes.
Okay. Well,
Let
that's
me
good.
back that up. I know ball Nate.
Okay, we've gone from very broad and we've brought it in a lot, Don. So
To one person.
at least you're being real about it. That's good. My feeling on teenagers is that they're really just people. I know that that's a daring thing to say, is that teenagers are people, but
You're really going out there.
I know,
today.
call me crazy.
You're throwing out crazy ideas.
So get ready.
Teenagers are people.
So as far as like, do I know teenagers? Like, I mean, I think I do. They don't intimidate me in any way.
Jumping to the topic,
Mhm.
connecting with and understanding the teenager.
Yeah. Understanding them is a little different than connecting with them. Clearly, based on these slang terms. Like, you could connect with them, but not understand half of what they say or do.
Do you want to understand half of what they say or do?
Sometimes it's best for a connection to not really
No.
be. No. Everybody needs their space.
So what's your number one way of connecting with your teen, Cal?
I think listening is a big one.
Ooh, that's a good
Mhm.
one.
Thank you, Dawn. It's almost like I have a teenager.
Listening. So do you then interject? Because I hear a lot of interjecting sometimes.
Oh, do you? Weird.
Maybe.
Keep that to yourself. I think it's very important to listen. I do have a hard time not interjecting. That's my own daily struggle in life with anybody. I think the number one thing that any parent has to do with their teenager, and really any age child, just listen to them and talk when it's your turn.
But our teen likes to talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. And I like to listen, but I have this hearing aid that you just turn down. So it
No,
seems
you
like I'm
don't.
listening.
No, you don't. You talk about lawn care, but you're not that old.
Yeah, I turn my hearing aid down so it just kind of becomes like white noise in the background because there's so much talking.
The reality, Dawn, some teens don't talk like that. We're lucky in that respect.
I love our talking teen up to a point. And then I'm like, I can't listen anymore.
So maybe that's when you interject.
I could say, I agree with you. And I'd get yelled at like, oh, what's that mean, Dad?
I don't know if that's true.
Pretty true.
He is sensitive with what we say back to him, though.
Yes.
And he has every right to be. I understand.
The number one thing on this list is listen more than you talk. Just shut up and listen to them. Let them talk. They might give you a lot of information.
Or they'll go in a circle and only give you one piece of information and a bunch of shit on the side. But
Yeah.
either way, you get that one piece of information. It would be really nice if they would just like ask what we think.
They don't care. Actually, I think teens care what their parents think and say more than they lead on to. And that's why, as parents, you have to be careful about what you say because they are taking it in. They may say
Yeah.
they don't want to hear it, but they are filtering it.
I think that also, at least our son has more recently been a little bit more interested in making us proud.
He's helping me do yard work now. We rake, mow, and he feels really proud to be a part of it. It was a way for me to connect with him, and it was a way for him to have fun, and he actually helped. He helped.
When I was briefly researching this, Dawn, it did say that one of the things to do with teens is to give them responsibilities around the house. The feeling of contributing is really important. When he's done, he feels accomplished. He feels like he contributed. He feels like he helped his dad. And those are all good things.
Man, they're so transparent.
And it's awesome too, because you get something and he gets something. Everybody's winning, Dawn.
I had him fix the hole in the roof, and he almost fell off, but he made it.
So that story is not true.
Do you want to guess the number 2 on this list?
Yeah, I'll take a guess. I got a stab at it. Ready?
I should clarify this list. It's strategies to increase communication with your teen.
That's sort of like connecting with your teen. I have a guess at number 2. And what do I get if I guess it correctly?
A big wink? Oh, no. A hurrah? Hurry, hurry.
I think that number 2 is taking an interest in their interests.
That is number 6.
Damn.
Bam. But you're pretty
right.
high up there. Yes, taking an interest in their interest. That is super hard for me. I tried playing Brawl Stars. If you don't know what Brawl Stars are, maybe you don't have a teenager, but it's this very popular game. And I couldn't do it. I just didn't care for the game.
Well, that's the thing. Sometimes their interests suck a lot. But there's always like other interests. Like you guys play chess together because you don't have to take an interest in everything because then you got to dumb it down a lot generally.
Let's just surf YouTube together.
You don't have to go ball on their dumb interests.
I try to fill like a bucket of activities.
Like a metaphorical bucket?
This is a metaphorical bucket that I fill with activities.
Yes.
And I throw these activities at them, just a shit ton, and see what sticks. And some do.
You just try. You keep trying until one of them lands.
One just knocks them over.
Okay, so tell me what number 2 is since I guessed so horribly wrong.
Number 2 is if your teen has more energy later in the evening, which our teen does.
Yes, unfortunately.
And I think that's very common. That is the time that you talk to them.
He would love to talk with us then.
All night long. Fact here. As teens navigate these challenging years, their rhythm often creates a more active brain in later hours of the day. You know, it's like the animals in the African safari with the sun setting, it's cooler and they all come out. Our animals coming out.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. Our lion is ready to roar.
I guess that once you recognize that that's like their behavior pattern, it's really just up to you as the parent to adjust your own rhythm for the day. Connecting with your teen is really just giving up control and following their lead on things.
Just being their bitch. Setting expectations and house rules are also important for teens. They can't railroad you.
So you can't be made into a little bitch, is what you're saying.
No little bitch around here.
That would be an unfortunate way to live, so I don't want to do that.
Why do you think they push boundaries?
I think they're testing limits.
They're searching for their independence.
Oh, that was hard to understand because you chose to say it with the microphone in your mouth.
Not a good look.
Nope.
Sorry.
I think that what they're doing is they're playing a big old mind game by testing the limits. Am I right?
Yes, but here's the scientific reason for it. The emotional area of the brain, the amygdala, develops sooner than the part of the brain that is needed for self-control and decision-making, the prefrontal cortex.
Isn't that unfortunate? It seems like an evolutionary error.
Basically, their emotional part of the brain develops earlier than their self-control decision part of the brain.
It's a wonder that humans are alive.
Their prefrontal cortex, which is your decision-making part of the brain, the self-control, actually loses gray matter during adolescence, which is kind of like a plant pruning itself to then develop.
Like it sheds and then it grows again?
Exactly.
Oh.
So
gross.
their self-control and decision-making part of the brain actually reduces in adolescence. The difference between their emotional part of the brain growing and their decision part of the brain kind of falling back to then grow later basically leads to reward seeking that is more stimulated by like interactions with peers and emotional driven activities, risk taking, because their rational thinking is out the window, literally in their brain.
Right. And it's with peers because they are in that same ridiculous mental state.
Exactly. None of them are thinking right, and it's science.
That seems like an evolutionary error. It really does.
What the hell?
I don't know. It would be really funny if I guessed that. Dawn, I'm just going to take a guess here, but I think it has to do with the amygdala and it's maturing. Yeah. Nope. Didn't guess that. Sorry. Yeah, it's crazy and it kind of sucks.
I know, but as a parent, it makes you say, "Oh, well, there's literally a scientific reason that
Yeah.
his brain is acting so weird."
You're literally brain damaged right now.
Yeah.
That's what explains this.
When I say I agree, he'll be like, "Oh God, Dad!" Like it all becomes this emotional roller coaster versus any sort of rational thought.
He's very sensitive to you right now, actually.
We're just two wild buffaloes wearing unisex leotards and um, Roman. I don't know the rest of
It would be so good if you knew the line properly.
It's from the Minecraft movie, one of our favorite movies.
Some of it's from the Minecraft movie,
A portion.
but not all of it.
Do you want to move to our middle butt?
Is our middle butt a word association?
Yeah, our middle butt section of this episode, of all episodes following, is the word
Yes.
association.
We start with butt first, and that is our slang. And then we chitter chatter for a few minutes about our main topic. And then we do it should be called like our butt. I think
Middle.
calling it the middle butt is confusing. It should be called like the butt now. So we go butt first, butt now. It's our word association. We say a word that has to do with the topic that we're talking about. And then whatever comes to mind off of that word is what we talk about just for a minute. And then you listening can play along.
Join us. You be awesome too.
I'm going to go ahead and say teenager.
Exciting.
I think of sweaty.
It is true. It is true.
I think of sweaty and hairy. That's what
Yeah.
I think of. You find teenagers to be exciting, or you think it's exciting to be a teenager?
No, I must have been a headache of a teenager.
You're a headache of an adult.
You haven't changed.
Yeah. Some things never change, Don.
So teenagehood is when you start to really see what they will be as a human, like as an adult. And it's fun to watch him grow and struggle in this period. I wouldn't say that's fun, but it's interesting.
It's so fun to watch him
I
struggle.
love watching my
Isn't
son
that
struggle.
a good time?
You know what's great? Really watching him struggle.
Oh my God. That's weird.
I don't know what you want anymore, and I can't do your homework for you anymore. And now it's you on your own and you're independent. And I think it's exciting to see that develop.
It is exciting. When a kid turns like 4, they're becoming a person. And then that person matures and changes as they see and experience more of the world. Now, at a teenager, that person is entering into adulthood. They're becoming the person that they will become in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right there.
But
You really
to
nailed
tie it
that one.
into my thoughts on teenagers, you also see them as sweaty and hairy.
He has more leg hair than I do.
He is definitely from my side of the family.
The beastly side, the hairy side.
Oh, man. That concludes our butt now. Oh, that's kind of fun. That concludes our butt now.
Our butt now is concluded.
Yeah. Now we'll get back to the regularly scheduled program.
This is 10 ways to increase your communication with teens, and we've really only gone over 2.
I was going to say, we're not going to get to all 10. Let's hear the highlights.
I will combine the next 2. Silence can be golden, and try nonverbal communication. When I pick him up from school, I always ask a million questions and talk and talk and talk, and he like clearly doesn't want to talk. And so then we'll just sit in silence for quite a while until he initiates the conversation, and it works really well. And it's usually like, this is awkward.
That said a lot. Why don't you just start with silence?
I have made a thing with both of the kids to rank their days 1 to 10. I'll be like, how was that practice? 1 to 10. How was the day at school? 1 to 10. It just kind of makes them think about it. Is better than saying, what's something fun that happened today? It's an easier question than like, hey, give me an activity that you did during the day. How was your day?
Well, also because what was something fun that happened today? I would put money on him answering it. And then you, as a grown adult, thinking that's not fun.
No.
Dawn, We threw cheese at so-and-so at lunch. You really think to yourself, oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a boy thing then.
He and his friends put cheese slices all over their friend's computer and then put it back in their backpack. I was like, that's brilliant, dude. Good move.
Brilliant. All right. Our brilliant child.
What is your favorite way to connect with our teen?
I like to joke with him.
I was going to say.
Oh, were you going to whisper it?
Your guys' sense of humor is really good together.
I like to joke with both of the boys. Connor sort of hits a wall. He'll think it's funny at first, and then he will be like, enough, not funny anymore. When he got hurt at baseball, and I said, how's the patient? And I think he said, don't call me that. I said, can I call you Murray? The rest of the day, I called him Murray. And it was funny at first. And then he was just like, you need to stop, Mom.
Nate went through a phase where he asked us to call him Joe Biden, and we took him serious and called him Joe Biden for the next month, and he nearly lost it.
The line that was crossed was when he got a birthday card to Joe Biden. And he was like, this has gone too far. But yeah, the best way for me to connect with him is just through joking and humor.
Yeah.
He definitely craves reassurance too, which I'm not always the best at giving. There's only so many times I can say, you're going to do great, or I believe in you, or like, I don't know.
You can only lie to your kids so much.
That's not what I'm saying, Don. You know what I'm saying. It's sort of like, okay, now move on from that and be confident in yourself and everything will be fine.
My favorite way to connect with our teen is kind of ticking him off.
Oh, really?
Antagonizing him.
I was going to point out also that you like having shared interests or activities. You are very activity focused with him. So you like doing things with him, which is great.
Most dads like playing sports with their kids. He isn't a sports guy. And so we connect over other activities.
But I would also 100% agree that you strive to antagonize him.
It's so much fun.
It's very easy, and he dishes it out, but he cannot take it.
You're going to dish it, I'm going to sling it.
Which really just makes it worse. It upsets him even more because if you point that out, you're awful.
What's something that I do with him that you like?
I like that you guys were running together. That was beneficial in a lot of ways. It was physical exercise. It was self-confidence. It was sort of like the drive to improve his time. And wrapped around that package is the fact that it's an activity that you guys do together and that he associates with you.
I hear you on that.
I'm so glad because I was talking.
Here's another good thing with a teen that I agree with.
Can't wait.
You ready for this, Kelly?
Hold on. Let me get ready. Okay.
Are you paying attention?
I'm ready.
Are you locked in?
No,
Kelly.
but I'm ready.
I may never be locked in. There's stuff that teens won't share because it's too close to home. It's not really necessarily a failure on either part. It's just they don't want to talk to you about it. So accept it.
Okay.
Because they're not going to share everything with you.
You just have to know your kid well enough to determine that whatever it is they aren't sharing is okay or is something that they can handle. That's all.
What do you think you kept from your parents?
I was a very good teenager, Don.
Kelly, A+ for teenagehood. I just know I was difficult. I caused a lot of problems.
Did you keep things from them or were you just difficult?
We were troublemakers. We were in the era of like Jackass, so it was a lot of Jackass stuff.
I was not a troublemaker.
Just an angel.
I followed the
just
rules.
an angel.
I am an
You're
angel,
an angel.
Dawn. I am sent down to earth to help the people
You
and
are
to
just
be
a
awesome.
Beautiful, awesome angel.
Who makes people vomit. Do you want to share another thing off of your list? Is there a surprise one on there? Is there one like do cartwheels with your teen every day?
Well, that's tap into their interests.
Maybe they're not interested in cartwheels.
Every kid is interested in cartwheels at some point.
That is blatantly false, Dawn.
Not blatantly
Every
false.
kid.
Every kid loves to do a cartwheel at some point in their life.
Clearly you did.
Yeah, I was a cartwheel king. That's what they call
You were
me.
a difficult cartwheel king.
I'd cartwheel all over the place, causing
you
trouble.
just a cartwheel gang. There they
Yeah.
go.
Back to communication with your teen. I'll read you the rest so you can tell me if anything pops up.
Just read me like 3 more.
All right. So with communication with your teen, don't take it personally. It can be hard. You're only human, but don't take it personally.
Dawn, their brains are like deformed right now. You can't take anything personally from them.
Literally, they're actually losing gray matter in their prefrontal cortex, which is their self-control and decision-making.
Their brain is part pudding. You can't take it personally.
Another great way to connect to your teen that I love, music.
Like sharing an interest in music, liking the same bands.
Exactly. We love the same type of music. There's some serious connection because one of the things on this list is don't fake it, because your teen and your kid can tell when you don't have the actual interest.
That's like what we were saying, is that some of their interests actually suck. And you cannot fake it. You have to find the ones that actually do it for you. Use those.
There's three
Okay.
more. Last
Okay.
3.
All
I'll
right,
make them fast.
Okay, let's do the last 3.
Number 3, do not lead with judgment, which I think is really hard to not say, oh, this is stupid or that's stupid.
Your interests suck.
Yeah.
Is that what you mean?
Basically,
Yeah, so we failed that one.
saying your interests suck, not the right thing to do. Talk to them with non-judgmental phrases like, tell me more about that. Why do you think it worked out that way?
Not
Or
gonna happen.
I like this one. Do you need me to offer guidance or do you need me to just listen? If you are saying that as a parent, holy shit.
That's one of those things about like a relationship too, is they say that men very often want to fix whatever it is, but women more often just want to share how they're feeling. They're not looking for a solution.
You're just wallowing in it.
We just want to wallow, Dawn. Let us wallow and shut your face for a few minutes. Shut your pie hole and let me tell you what my problem is.
I don't think I will ever ask my son, do you want guidance or should
Yeah.
I just listen?
I think that you should do that and then remember the face he makes at you and how put off it is.
Dad, what's that mean? What's
Yeah.
that supposed to mean, Dad?
Why are you talking like that? God.
The next is letting go of expectations. Huge one for me. Expectations is like the root of all problems, in my opinion.
Expectations sort of come from your own experiences. You really do have to let go of all of that and come at it with a blank slate.
So do you set expectations?
It's important to set expectations in terms of big picture. So it's like our expectations are that he works hard, he puts in the time required, genuinely does his best. Expectations in that sense are totally fine and completely healthy and even like sort of mandatory to have in your kid. But you can't expect them to necessarily accomplish something specific that you accomplish. So you can have expectations in the execution of things, but it's not always necessarily fair to have an expectation in the end result.
Given up my expectation that he's going to be a professional football player.
I haven't. I hold on to that expectation.
You're holding it tight.
Yeah. He could be a kicker. You don't know. No.
And here is the last on the list. Admit when you're wrong.
No.
I'm never wrong.
I don't even know.
This is stupid.
I'm confused by that one. What does that mean?
And with that, we're on to our last but.
Oh, our last but. Let's hear it, Dawn.
Our last but is loved or I want to love. Things that we have loved in the past week or that we want to love in this coming week. Kelly, you can go first.
Gee, thanks.
Kelly doesn't ever prepare for this segment.
That's not true. I
Oh.
prepared the last time. I've prepared a couple times.
Well, I will admit I'm wrong and I apologize.
Did that hurt?
Oh,
Did
God.
it hurt a little bit?
I mean-
you need an ice pack?
I need an ice pack on my heart.
You go first.
I went to the ER 3 days ago with my son for being hit in the elbow with a baseball. I loved it. I love taking my son to the ER when he's screaming and crying.
All right, do tell, Dawn.
I got to connect with him and we had a good time and we gained trust and it was really pleasant. It was a solid win for us.
There's nothing better than having your kid get injured to the point of taking them for medical attention. It's one of life's greatest pleasures,
It is
Dawn.
fantastic.
I have a really boring love. It doesn't involve any maiming of my children, unlike yours. I actually love this week that I don't have a huge amount of work to do.
I love that.
Oh, good. All right.
Yeah, I love that you love doing nothing.
I'm not doing nothing though. That's my point. Is like I'm still doing things, but I'm not like frenzied about it. It's a nice week. I'm having a nice week.
You know what?
What?
This has been wonderful. I know ball parenting.
See, I don't know. Great, Dawn. You do. You know balls. I have balls parenting. Is that how it's said? Is that
I think you're spot on.
All right, good. I got balls, people.
Kelly's got balls.
I got big balls. Thanks for listening. We'll be back again next time here on Two Awesome People.
We know ball.
Bye.